So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom Dragon Ball Z diorama made by Lawless Studios. And this piece is just beautiful looking. My buddy does such amazing work on the dioramas that he makes, and I think as of right now this is my favorite one that he's made me so far. And this is specifically made to go on my D-top shelf, which I'll show you at the end of the video what it looks like on display. But without further ado, let's get into it right away and start off with the detail. Alrighty, so taking a closer look at the diorama here, the set contents that is included with the diorama is the base, which is this right here, of course. Then we do get two separate rock columns, and they each have 3 rocks, and they are all connected. They're not separate or anything, and I actually do prefer it like this. I mean, if they were all individual, you can place them throughout wherever you would like, but I like how we clumped them all together so you could just move it in one spot. So I do like how he did that, but he did some beautiful paintwork on these. Very nice painting throughout the rock columns here, and the sculpt of it looks great too. I love how he added the black paint and like the cracks and all that stuff. I think that looks dope. We have 3 different shades of, 2 different shades of brown and then a beige, and it just really looks great. Just very nice work on that rock column. Then we get this one here, which is also 3 rock columns connected together. And beautiful paint sculpt on this one also. So really fantastic job with this diorama here. I'm extremely happy with how this turned out. Like I said, this is probably my favorite diorama as of right now. So with these rock columns, you could either leave them on the diorama, which I'll probably do, or you could take them off, so you do have that option. Now taking a closer look at this beautiful diorama here, I just love the way it looks. The front here, beautiful sculpt and paint all throughout it. I love all the cracks all throughout the rocks there. I mean, that looks incredible. Beautiful paint all throughout this piece. And I told him I wanted a more grassy type scenery, which he executed perfectly. I love the way the grass looks actually, and it's all glued on there. It's not going to fall off or anything. As you can see, a couple pieces fell off, but as you can see, it all stays on there, so I do like that. And I do like how he put the grass. As you can see, pretty much put the grass mostly throughout the diorama, but like right here we don't have any. He just put it in like the corner up there. Same with up here, a little bit up there. This top one, he didn't even put any there. Then we get some on the top over there, and it just looks dope. Another thing I also like, I like how he made the layers or levels in the middle here instead of just on the one side or on the other side, which is how my other 2 dioramas are. And then we have 2 pieces in the front here on each side. So I do like how you can display a figure up here. Up here you can display one up there, maybe up here, a couple up there, one back there, maybe a few on the ground here. So I do like all the display options you have of where you can display your figures on this diorama. But let's take a closer look at the middle part here, which also looks great. Very nice paint and sculpt all throughout the rocks, boulders, whatever you want to call them. Just excellent paintwork and very nice sculpting too. He really does an exquisite job when it comes to dioramas. Like, he really is an artist. Very nice work all throughout this piece here. Let's take a look at the other side. I do like the few little rocks he put at the top too. That looks cool, and they are glued on there. And the other side looks just as dope. So just excellent work all throughout this diorama, and I can't be any more happier with how the detail turned out on this. Like I said, he did a great job, and this is why I always choose to get my dioramas from Lawless Studios, because he never ceases to amaze me with his artwork on these dios. But anyway, let's continue on. Now for the measurements of the diorama here. For the width of it, it looks like it's about 13.5 inches. Then from front to back, I forgot what that's called in measurements, maybe depth. That is about 12.5 inches. Now for the height of the rock columns, the smallest one is about 5 inches. Then the next size one is about 5 inches and 1/4 inch. And then the large one here is about 9 inches. Now for the height of the other rock columns here, the smallest one's about 4 inches, the medium one's about 6.5, and then the large one is about 9 inches tall. So that is the measurements quickly. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the reviews, shall we? Alright, so here is the diorama all set up on my D-top shelf, and this just looks amazing. Such an awesome diorama, and like I said before, I think this is my new favorite dio that I have in my collection. I have this one, this one here, and then that one up there. Those are the three I have on display as of right now because I'm in the middle of moving. So I really just threw the figures up there to give you guys a quick glimpse at what it looks like once you have your figures all set up, displayed on the diorama. Once I move, I will be making a newer collection video, and you guys will be able to see how I have my figures on display once I make that video. But it looks great. It makes your shelf look so much better, makes it pop more. Like, it just doesn't look like plain Jane like how this shelf would look. You know what I mean? A diorama is definitely worth getting, especially if you're a big figure collector and you love displaying and showing off your figures. These dioramas just make your displays look so much better. I paid about around $160 for this, and I don't feel like I wasted any of my money at all. My buddy really puts his all into making these dioramas. He is an artist, and you can see it in the dioramas that he makes, and he makes sure that it's worth every penny that you paid for it, so you don't have to worry about it looking like crap or anything like that. But if you are interested in getting a diorama for yourself, you can contact my buddy either through his email at lawless_studios@hotmail.com, or you can hit him up on Facebook at facebook.com/lawlessstudiosdios, and I will put the links in the description below. But anyway, that is my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell icon. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. But stay tuned right after this for pictures. Alrighty, so for the said contents, we do get the base, which is So now for the measurements, whoops. It looks like it is about 13, why'd I sound drunk saying that? Is about 13.5 inches wide. Then from I'm gonna be moving in 2 weeks, so I just displayed my what the hell? Now for the forgot what I was gonna say.